Well, this is a strange place to start, but you find me in a car. Because today we're going off to Mablethorpe car show for the first time in nearly 8 years. And the best bit is I've already spotted a CP, so we're off to a great start. So, as we can see over here, we're now at the edge of Mablethorpe car show. I can already see a good couple of Mustangs and maybe an SVT Cobra looking Mustang as well, alongside a load of beautiful classic cars. So let's get in and let's start looking around. So we kick off with American Muscle, or to you and I, every single Mustang in the local Lincolnshire area, because we've got one over there, we've got a beautiful one over here as well. We've got a nice Mustang 5.0 over here as well in bright orange. I don't think the camera does it justice just how bright that orange really is, but it is absolutely bright. I've got my sunglasses on and I'm still getting blinded by it. Going over to the one to the right of it over here, this one. Now this is quite something. I mean, just look at all this. It's got all the proper full performance stuff. It's got decals, it's got a massive skull on the front of it. It looks absolutely brilliant, and apparently there's even something on the front here about it as well. There you go. We go from one orange 5.0 on to another, and this one is actually pretty cool indeed, because looking on the front of it, you can see there's a little mini model of it there, and there's also a mini model of it right here as well. And as you can see in the background, the other Mustang right next to it has got the exact same thing. A very nice layout, nice California styled number plate on the front, and again a mini model on the front of it as well. I've got to say, that is fantastic. Moving further down, the breeze has picked up a little bit. We've got ourselves a beautiful classic over here, a very nice Jaguar 3.4 litre, as you can see on the front right there, from 1967. And right next to it, a very nice, clean example of a beautiful Zephyr as well, even down to the rather interesting wing mirrors on the side. And then going to the inside as well, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I don't have any other words to say. It's just a really a rather nice car indeed. So moving a bit further down, we've got ourselves a beautiful example of what I believe is a Mark II Ford Escort, and I've got to say, I've had a look around. It is absolutely beautiful. Genuinely really nice condition car. And over here we've got a beautiful Bentley over there, which you can actually see in the thumbnail of this video. Now it's going to get very interesting because the sky has gone very grey and it started to rain a little bit as well, so hopefully it doesn't rain too much on the parade, or in this case car show. And let's see what else we've got, and hopefully we don't get soaked. And now we go from a beautiful Bentley and a beautiful Ford over to what is most likely one of the rarest cars I've currently seen in my life, because over here we've got ourselves all the stats about this Porsche Cayman right next to us, apparently called Colin, and as far as I can tell, it is the only one of its kind and exact spec and paint in the UK, which is honestly quite an honour to be stood in front of it, and it's actually quite a good car indeed. Moving on from Colin over there, we go over to a very nice 1970s Vauxhall Cavalier, and I've got to say it does look pretty cool, especially with all the racing liveries and decals as well, and especially with its driver behind the wheel there. And then we go over to something very interesting. We've got a Triumph here, but behind that is a beautiful Aston Martin. Let's go take a look at it. Now, I've overheard from someone talking right next to us about this thing, that apparently this is only one of 100 in the world, and if we zoom in real close to that gear lever, we're going to see something very interesting indeed. Right there you can see where it says 007 with a bit of text underneath it that says Bond Edition, because this is a very rare Aston Martin indeed. And if you move over to the front, you can see it's also quite the powerhouse as well, especially with the plaque on there which says this thing is car number 1 of 100. This is a very rare sight indeed, and I've got to say it's absolutely fantastic to see this thing in person. Not only is it an Aston, it's an Aston Martin Vantage as well. We've got a little Q badge down there as well. If you know your James Bond references, you know what that goes to. And if you want to go skiing as well, then, well, you can do that too, apparently. So over here we've got a beautiful example of a Triumph Herald, of which, if you know your Top Gear, you know James May tried to make one of these into a little bit of a sailboat, and it didn't exactly go to plan. We've got ourselves a few very nice cars over here, including a couple of classic BMWs. We've got ourselves another Aston Martin even further down, which we're going to go ahead and take a look at in a minute. But in the meantime, we've got a Beamer on the roll. There it is. Look at that. What a car indeed. I love the rims it's on as well. And so we go from one star of the show to another. This is a McLaren 570S, as you can tell down by this on the door sill down here, with some beautiful giant McLaren brakes on it. I've got to say, what a car this is. Absolutely beautiful. I love the styling cues. It's in that classic McLaren orange that everybody loves. And it's the first time I've actually gotten to see a McLaren like this up close. So, going back to our other Aston Martin from earlier, turns out it's a DB7 Vantage soft top, which is a beautiful, beautiful car indeed. Let's try and see if we can have a look on the inside. I don't know if you can see it because of how everything is sorted, but it is very, very nice indeed. It does look to be an auto, which is very interesting indeed. There's not as many manual cars out on the road these days, and I don't even know if they make many of these in manual, but it is still quite a nice looking car indeed. And then right next to it, we've got an orange on wheels. And so we go from an Aston Martin to an MX-5. Now, half of these stickers I can't show on camera because there's some very interesting ones indeed, but I can show you the Speed Hunters one on the rear wing, which does look cool. An interesting one down here, which is it says Mugen Power, usually found commonly on Hondas, but in this case for some reason it's on a Mazda MX-5. I like the fact they've got the rims down here, I believe powder coated, and an Natasha inspired design as well, which is very interesting indeed. Nice rear wing, side splitters, and also a massive splitter on the front over here as well. It's very cool indeed, and it makes me wonder if this thing is actually a competitively used car. And so there we go, that's a look around Mablethorpe Car Show, bringing it back for the first time in roughly about 8 years now. I was going to have a little bit of a look-see around the car park to see if there's anything here, but as you can see, well, the car park's a little bit on the empty side. There was a classic Mini and a nice Mustang when we pulled in here, but sadly they've since left before I've had a chance to film them. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And if you've got any more interesting events that you think I should go to, do go ahead and let me know in the comments. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Tech out. See ya.